Welcome to Dark Dread Diaries. The story of the night is titled The Silent Room. I hope a dreadful reading to you, listener. A quiet, darkened street at night. The soft hum of distant traffic echoes as Sophia Bennett, a young woman in her mid-20s, walks home from her late shift at a downtown cafe. Her heels click against the pavement, the only sound in an otherwise silent street. As she walks past a shadowed alley, a sudden shift in the dark catches her attention. A large figure emerges from the shadows, swift and silent. Before Sophia can react, a pair of hands grip her from behind, and a cloth is pressed firmly against her mouth. The stench of something chemical and harsh fills her nose. A sterile, dimly lit room, concrete walls, a single light bulb hangs overhead, flickering occasionally. Sophia awakens with a start. Her head pounds, and she feels a cold, uncomfortable pressure on her wrists. She tries to move, but realizes she's tied to a chair. Her heart begins to race as she frantically surveys her surroundings, but there's nothing familiar, just a bare room. Sophia jerks at the ropes holding her wrists to the chair, but they're too tight. Panic sets in, and she shouts out in fear. "Hello? Is anyone there? Please, help me." Her voice echoes in the empty room, but there is no answer, no movement, only silence. The door creaks open slowly, revealing a tall, masked figure. He moves silently, steps deliberate, cold. Sophia's breath catches in her throat as the man approaches her. His presence is suffocating. A wave of fear rushes over her as he takes a step closer. The kidnapper holds up a syringe in his gloved hand, the needle glinting under the dim light. He walks toward Sophia without a word, his expression unreadable beneath the mask. She shakes her head violently, her voice rising in desperation. "Why are you doing this? What do you want from me? Please let me go." He remains silent, his cold gaze locked on her. Without a word, he inserts the needle into her arm. The cold liquid flows into her veins, and her vision dims as the drug takes hold. Sophia wakes up once again. The room is the same. The ropes are still tight around her wrists. She blinks rapidly, trying to clear the fog in her mind. She takes in the surroundings. Everything is as it was before. The same empty room, same flickering light. Sophia's eyes widen in confusion. She tugs at the ropes again, her breathing becoming shallow as she recalls the events before. The drug. The syringe. It was just moments ago, wasn't it? But nothing feels real. She shakes her head. The door creaks open once more. The kidnapper steps in, the same calm expression on his face. He approaches with the same steps. A slight tilt of his head as if he's observing something about her. The same syringe. No, this isn't real. Sophia wakes up once more, but this time the fear is sharper. The repetition of the scene starts to take a toll on her mind. She feels the dread creep into her bones even before she opens her eyes. She doesn't need to see the ropes, the chair, or the walls to know she's here again. The suffocating silence, the numbness, the cold room. Sophia tugs at the ropes harder, tears welling in her eyes. The childlike hope that she can escape this is slipping away. She can feel herself becoming unhinged. The door opens again. The kidnapper steps in without a word, this time stopping in front of her and watching silently for a long moment. His gaze is steady, as though waiting for something. "You're not going to let me go, are you? You're not going to stop. No matter what I do, no matter how hard I scream, you'll just keep doing this." The kidnapper doesn't reply, only reaching for the syringe once more. The needle gleams coldly under the light. He administers the injection as before. The room shifts, time distorts. Sophia wakes up yet again, but she no longer reacts. She's no longer fighting, no longer pleading. Her face is drained, hollow. The life in her eyes is gone. The fear has consumed her. The loops have broken her. The mind can only take so much before it cracks under the weight of repetition. End it. Just end it. I don't care anymore. The kidnapper pauses, clearly surprised by Sophia's lack of reaction. The syringe remains in his hand, but his eyes narrow slightly. He steps closer, studying her with a detached curiosity. Her face is blank, but there's something unsettling in her stare, a coldness that reflects the endless cycle she's trapped in. I didn't expect this, but then again, I never expected you to break so quickly. And that's the cruelest part. She's trapped in her own mind. Time doesn't reset. It's not an escape. The room isn't the cage. She is. Subscribe for more dreading stories.